Hello everybody, it's time for our Friday video. First of all, a very warm welcome to all the new members of our group. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you find it inspiring and useful on your journey. Today, a bit of a reflective video. So I wanted to ask you, how many of you face the situation when someone tells you something nice and you feel you don't deserve it? So for example, someone could have told you, you look so nice today, or you've lost so much weight, congratulations on that achievement. And you think to yourself, either consciously or subconsciously, no, I don't, I still have so much to do, I still have so much weight to lose, she must be lying. And you have this negative thoughts in your mind. So today, I would like to tell you a tale with regards to it. And our tale takes us to Thailand in the 1950s to a small temple. The subject of our story is a statue of Buddha. It's a typical representation, clay and some ornamental glasswork. And there seems to be nothing special about it or noteworthy except for its size, 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide. So this statue of Buddha has been sitting outside the temple under a small shelter. But now the monks are finally able to build a more permanent home for it. So there is one thing left to do, to move the statue. So they secure the ropes around it and they try to move it, to hoist it from its pedestal. But they are very surprised as to how heavy it is. Several ropes snap and the statue crashes to the ground. The monks are astounded because as the statue crashes, a piece of clay falls off, cracks off. And what they see, now they understand why the Buddha was so heavy, because they discover the Buddha is actually made out of pure gold. So they recall story that centuries ago temples used to be a target of the raids, and the raiders would steal precious subjects. So they pieced the story together, and they thought that their predecessors must have covered the Buddha underneath clay to cover its real value. And that's how the pure essence of the Buddha got forgotten over the years. So to the later monks, it was just a clay Buddha. And I wanted to ask you, how many of you, since you started to feel maybe not so confident in life, or maybe not worthy because of your weight, because of your appearance, or perhaps even other issues, that you build those protective layers of the clay, like the monks build it around the Buddha, and you hide it, your real essence. I know it happened to me when I told you before, when I was a child, at the age of 6, I was literally heavier than I am at the age of 46. And I remember my father used to taunt me about how important it is to lose weight. And I feel on a subconscious level, I started to feel that I am not worthy, I cannot achieve success until I lose weight. And it's not like I was thinking about it consciously, but through a lot of work on myself, I discovered that that's what was stopping me back from not only losing weight, but in all other areas of my life. So I know my father did it with a positive intent. It wasn't because he was not a nice person and he wanted to put a needle into me. But it's like he thought, in his understanding, was that he was protecting me, that if I lose weight, I'll be healthier, and I'll probably have greater chances of success later in life. But that had an opposite effect, because it taught me, if I don't lose weight, if I don't have a certain appearance, I am not worthy and I don't deserve a success. And it literally hasn't happened until years later, when I started to work on my mindset, when I got to the bottom of where that belief came from. So yes, same as the Buddha, I built all those protective layers around myself subconsciously, and I was hiding my pure value, my pure gold essence from everybody else, and I was dimming my light so I won't get noticed, because I believe I didn't deserve it until I lose weight. And I wanted to say one more thing. I've learned, there is this research actually that shows that we as humans, we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. And 80% of those thoughts are negative and repetitive. I prove it to you. You wake up in the morning and you feel, I'm so tired. Oh my God, it's just the morning. You get your morning coffee, it's time to go to work, and you think to yourself, I am so tired. Then you go to work and it's half through the day and you feel like, I need a cup of tea and a biscuit because I feel so tired. And then you might skip lunch because you're falling behind, and then you have another cup of tea and another biscuit, or you eat some shitty food. And yet again, you feel to yourself, I feel so tired. And you come back home and you feel exhausted again. And you repeat that thought over and over again. And you're focusing just on how tired you are and what a shitty day you had. So I learned that our happiness is based on our most repetitive thought. So if you think to yourself, I'm tired, I don't deserve it, I have so much weight to lose, I feel useless and hopeless, nothing helps, that's how you're going to feel. Are you going to be happy? Or are you going to be depressed or sad or frustrated having those thoughts? So I'm going to say it again. I've learned our happiness depends on our most repetitive thought. So I invite you tonight, when you go to bed, do a bit of a self-analysis and ask yourself, what was my most repetitive thought of that day? Was it, I'm tired, I'm not worth it, I don't deserve it? Or was it, I am worth it, I had a great day, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful for all the wonderful things in my life, for wonderful things that happened to me today? What is your most repetitive thought? Because that's going to shape how you feel the next day, how you have felt today. So yes, a little task for you. I promise you, if you do it, you will find it very, very rewarding. Hope you've enjoyed my video, and if you do, drop a love heart, and if you don't, or you have any other suggestions, please let me know, and I'll definitely take that into account. I'll leave you on that note. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak to you soon again. Bye, ladies.